graph because always has double suited aces at this point. Oh, this fucking... What's happening, guys? BJP here in the mix. We are back. It's time for a jumbo PLO and PLO-5 video featuring all of your favorites, including Jazelle54 and TheBlez. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. We're nearly at 3,000 subscribers. Been a fantastic start to the videos and the series. And drop a comment and hit the like. All right, starting off, we've got Pencil Arms against TheBlez. We know that Blez likes to 3-bet these hands, so I'm guessing he will start with a 3-bet. He's also kind of short as well, like just 50 big blinds, so he might just want to put this in already. I would have been very surprised if he didn't 3-bet. Oh, 4-bet from Pencil Arms, and I'm sure that Blez is like, I've got 4 to a straight. Let's go. Pretty fantastic flop for the Blez. Does flop 3 pair, so having very good pair up outs for the boat, and Pencil Arms is going to have some 9-10s, some ace-6 of clubs, etc. Likely just going to have like aces, maybe with clubs or whatever. Not really much to say about this one. We're just going to put this in as Blez. Pencil Arms is going to call. Oh, has the ace queen 9-10, does flop the nuts. Blez has got quite a few outs for some boats though. 4 on the turn and 6 on the river, and the first one, 100k pot, goes to Pencil Arms. They're going to go twice, and he's going to win twice. Makes an even bigger straight on the river. Kennedy P versus PK79Z. Don't know who that is. Playing some 25-50. Open from Kennedy, 3-bet from PK, and a flat from Kennedy. This seems pretty standard so far. Flopping middle set with top set blocker as Kennedy. And PK goes for half pot. I think Kennedy is likely to raise this board. PK is going to have some 9-10s, but he might just be betting his aces here. And Kennedy can be pretty happy to put some money in. Does just call. 4 on the turn. Okay, after seeing this aggression from PK, I would say Kennedy's just going to put it in. I'd be shocked if he didn't. Yeah, money's in. How's everyone got 9-10 against 2 pair or a set? So even though Kennedy does have a set, PK does have one of his outs with the jack. Gonna need to see a board pair here for Kennedy, or else he's gonna be left with a $1.25. We do see a board pair. Kennedy is not left with $1.25. Does win this 10k pot. Firmino 999 is a regular who plays normally 5-10 and some 10-20, not normally too much 10-20. So must have seen a spot here as PK79Z. It's 5 card as well. Firmino does play a lot of 5 card, but definitely doesn't normally play this high. Open from PK. Likely a free bet here from Firmino. The 6-8-9 Jack is a pretty good hand, double suited. A 4-bet from PK. Just a flat from Firmino, I imagine. Does flop a gut shot and a flush draw, and is just going to put the money in. 9 on the turn. It's not really a great board, this, for Firmino. He has got a 9 high flush draw, and the jacks are blocking some jack 10. But with the amount of money that's in the pot already, PK is never going to fold. Likely just has 2 pair, or aces or something. Does have aces, but does also have pocket 9s and did turn a set. Firmino's got some outs though. He's got a 10, he's got a 5, and he's got a heart that doesn't pair the board. The river's a 4, and PK is going to win the first run, and he's going to win the second run as well. Jazelle against Yolof at 300-600. Now, Yolof is a VIP as far as I know. I think I played with him before in a VIP game. Not sure who he is or where he's from, but does like to battle a little bit. We see an open from Yolof and a flat from Jazelle. Seems standard with these 10s. Does flop top set and has got the nut flush blocker. I think in this situation, when you have the nut flush blocker, you might just want to call. He does go for the raise. So Yolof has to have a hand like kings with like the king of hearts, or just like a king high flush draw, really. Can have some like 8, 9, jack, etc. Yolof goes for it. Yolof might just have kings with the king high flush draw. Jazelle obviously has the nut flush blocker, which makes quite a substantial amount of difference. Has jack 8, 7 deuce. Has the jack high flush draw, the gut shot, and middle pair. And turns a flush. Jazelle's going to need a board pair. And he doesn't get it. This is a $112,000 pot. And they go once. And Yolof scoops this $112,000 pot. Queen Jack 8-3 opens. 3-bet from Yolof and a pill from Jazelle. What a terrible hand Queen Jack 8-3 is. I mean, what is this flop? Flops trips, which is very much likely to be the best hand. Half pot is pretty standard here on this board. And I think as Jazelle, you probably just want to put a bit more money in here. Probably going for like 3/4 pot or something, and then just jam river, or even go half pot again. It goes 3/4 or 2/3. Ace on the river. Jazelle does have bare trips, but I think Yolof's actually got aces, to be honest. I think Yolof has aces with like flush draw. This was kind of the hand that I had him on. Jazelle obviously not folding with trips. Okay. Yolof goes for the Omega punt on the river with 10s. Missed the flush draw on the turn. And Jazelle with bare trips wins this one. $120,000 pot going the way of Jazelle54. Pencil arms against the TheBlez again. Again, TheBlez very short, just 50 BB here. Open and a call. The King 8-6-4 is a pretty nice hand. I don't think you need to 3-bet it as pencil arms when TheBlez is short. Like, if TheBlez was like 200 bigs deep, it'll be a bit different. And obviously, flopping all 3 here. Just calling. 9 on the turn. And I think if we see pot size bets here from TheBlez, we just want to put it in as pencil arms just to deny the equity against both flush draws. Yeah, I'd still put it in here. Yep. In we go. What do we think TheBlez has got? Has he got some combo draw? Some like 9-10 jack spade draw? Has king queen 9-6. And he goes from being behind on the flop to very much ahead on the turn. Has a flush draw and top 2. And pencil arms is going to need an 8 or a 4 here to win this pot. 100,000 in the middle. It's another 9 on the river. The TheBlez makes a boat. They're going to go twice. And TheBlez wins both. Makes a bigger 2-pair on the river again. Jazelle against Yolof here. Yolof pretty short, just 50 BB. Open from Jazelle. 3-bet from Yolof. Definitely flatting as Jazelle here. 6-6-3 deuce, not the best. Does flop bottom 2. Pot size bet from Yolof. Yeah, it's Jazelle. When you have bottom 2 here, you just put it in, hopefully against an overpair. Hopefully the overpair that doesn't have a flush draw as well. Because if it does, you're in a bit of trouble. Oh, it does have the overpair with the flush draw. And Yolof has a 3 as well. So Yolof can hit a 4, a queen, or hearts here. Yolof has a lot of outs. And a 10 also, because the 10 pairs the board and counterfeits Jazelle's 3 deuce. And a jack on the river. And I think they go once as Yolof. I think, yep, Yolof is a once guy. I like it. Just raw pain. Pain or nothing. TheBlez against pencil arms here. Probably 4 bets here from pencil arms. Ace, ace, king, jack, 1 suit. TheBlez is going to have all of these really weird, like, Jack 10, 7 4s or whatever. He likes to have the double suited, random, big and small cards. King 9 deuce on the flop. Pencil arm's just going to put it in. Blez is happy to run it. Yeah, it could have like Queen Jack 10. Can also have pocket 9s here, like 9 9 8 7, etc. Oh my god, he has kings. He had a real nice hand pre-flop. King King 8 7 double. Flops top set. And Pencil Arms is going to need an ace here. And the thing is, Blez has all sorts of backdoors to go with his top set. He now turns the straight draw and the flush draw. And it's going to be a one-outer for Pencil Arms to win here with the ace of hearts only. And it's not coming. The river's a queen. Blez wins the first run. Queen on the turn again. And deuce on the river. Blez just crushing it. Back to Pencil Arms and the Blez. Open from Pencil Arms. 3-bet from Blez. I think he has like a 900% free bet. Pencil Arms flat. 7-5 deuce. Bet from Blez. Call from Pencil Arms. Deuce on the turn. 27k on the turn from Blez. Pencil Arms calls. Stack to pot ratio is very, very low right now. Blez checks river. Pencil Arms puts him in. And Blez folds. Very likely to have a boat here as Pencil Arms, I would say. Oh, that's a name we haven't seen for a while. Jazelle and GucciNIKE. GucciNIKE back in the mix. Playing some 501k, 100 big blinds deep. Open from Jazelle. Flat from Gucci. Ace 9 3 rainbow. Jazelle bets 4.7. Gucci raises to 11.8 and a call. Deuce on the turn. Brings into 4-5. Bet from Gucci around 9,000 and a call. Third pot on the turn. 3 on the river. Board pair. Check from Gucci. Jazelle goes for pot. Gucci jams. And Jazelle folds. Jazelle was bluffing on the river. Puts 48 grand in. And Gucci jams. For like 30k more. Less. He's going to take down this 143k pot without showdown. Never has to end. There's another new player. Opens to 300. Call from Firmino with a 995 deuce. Flops middle set. Half pot from Never Has to End. I think as Firmino here with pocket nines, you definitely want to raise. You need to deny some equity. Also, Never Has to End does have some like King Queen 10s and stuff like that we want to kind of put some money in against right now whilst we have the best hand. Never Has to End flats. Queen on the turn. Disaster for Firmino on the turn. Maybe it does have to end. Firmino calls. You're going to need a board pair here. Does get a board pair. It comes 6 on the river. And he just bets pot. And Never Have to End as to call. Wow, it really was a disaster turn card for Firmino, and it does have to end. It ends with Never Has to End with a bigger boat. Dirty turn card. Bad turn card for Firmino. He thinks it's a great river when the board pairs. Puts him in for pot. And Never Has to End. That's Queen's Fall. 10-10-6-6 here. Yolof's going to free bet. Jazelle calls. Pretty deep here. 9 deuce deuce. Wow. What is this bet from Yolof? Free bets. Comes 9 deuce deuce. Bets 7k and gets a call. Jack on the turn. Yolof checks, thankfully. Jazelle bets 20k. Yolof calls. What on earth is this hand? If it comes 10 or a 6, this is going to be weird. River's an ace. And Yolof pots. Is it because the pot was 66k and he's got sixes that he just thought, fuck it, I'm just going to do it anyway? And Jazelle calls. I think Jazelle's just got ace deuce or jack deuce. Just a bare deuce. Jazelle has queen 3-3 deuce for just trips with ace queen kicker. And Yolof literally YOLO to fuck. Just puts it in with tens and sixes in his hand. No relevant blockers to the board. Just decided. Fuck you, Jazelle. That's what he thinks. More Yolof and Jazelle at 4 card. Open from Jazelle. 3-bet with the 3-4-6 jack. This is one spicy motherfucker. Comes ace queen 6. Bets the flop with a 6 high flush draw. And a pair. Turns the flush. Checks the turn. Jazelle checks back. Jack on the river. Is Yolof just going to pot? Does pot. And Jazelle calls. Now Jazelle either has like a 9 high flush, jack high flush, or 2 pair. Does have a 10 high flush, yeah. Does have a 6 for 2 pair as well. Looks like Jazelle's absolutely spanking Yolof here. 3-bet from Yolof with the 8-8-7-7 double. Not bad hand. Does come jack 5-6. Now if you 3-bet the 8-8-7-7 double and you get jack 5-6 flop and you've got a backdoor flush draw, you just take it. In we go. Yolof puts the money in. Jazelle says, let me just help you there. Call from Yolof. The jack 7-6-3 for Jazelle does have a 4 to a straight. A 4 on the turn will not actually help Jazelle. It will give Yolof the nuts. Yolof having 9s and 4s and 7s and 8s working for him. Quite a few outs. Deuce on the turn does bring a flush draw for Yolof as well. And a 10 on the river is a brick. And Jazelle running their stack up to 300k here against Yolof. Pencil arms against the TheBlez. The TheBlez has got 200k. Opens his single suited aces. 3-bet from pencil arms. 4-bet from TheBlez. Pencil arms probably going to flat with a lot of their good hands. 9, 10, 4. Pencil arms pots. TheBlez has got a pair to go with his aces, but pencil arms can just have like jack, jack, queen, king or whatever. TheBlez is like, let's go. Pencil arms is in. Pencil arms can also have 10s here as well. Has the queen, jack, 8, 5. So against aces, I would say that pencil arms is favorite. Yeah. As you can see here, TheBlez is not favorite. Pencil arms is favorite here. It's a 60-40. And they get it in here in this 264k pot. Pencil arms does have 63% equity. 8 on the turn. And that's all she wrote. Pencil arms does turn the nuts with queen jack. Jack on the turn again. 8 on the river. Pencil arms just makes 2 straights. Makes about fucking 7 straights actually. Jazelle against Gucci. Looks like Gucci's winning a little bit. 5 card PLO. Ace, ace, queen, jack 3. Gonna give this a 3-bet for sure. Jazelle gives it a 4-bet. We're gonna give it a 5-ball. I'm pretty sure that double suited aces, Gucci's just gonna try and put all the money in. Makes it 81k. Jazelle obliges and calls. And it's a horrendous flop for aces. He has 1 backdoor flush draw. This board is going to absolutely smash Jazelle. Jazelle can have like king, queen, king, king, 6, 7, 8, etc. Or just has a hand like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gucci's hand is completely telegraphed because always has double suited aces at this point. And Giselle does have King, 10, 7, 5. Does have the flush draw. Does have the gut shot. And also King's working for him. The turn is a 4, which is a fantastic card for Gucci. And the river's a diamond. And Giselle does make a flush. And they go once. They go once for $200,000. Firmino against Dogecoin Maximalist. Open from Firmino. 3-bet here. No free bet? Okay, no free bet. I guess the Queen 6-3 deuce with no suit to the Queen is probably not a free bet. But I see some crazy shit every day. Bet from Firmino. I would expect a raise here from Dogecoin Maximalist. Does call. Maybe I won't cover this guy's hands anymore because I've got no idea what he's doing. Maybe he's just amazing. Now we put the money in. The board gets wetter. I mean, Firmino can just have top set here. Or just like aces, not flush draw. Does have top set and an open ender. And a 7 on the river. Seals the fate of Dogecoin Maximalist. And an ace, also no good. And Firmino, set over set. Against Dogecoin Maximalist here. Chattahuchi. It's been a while since we've seen that name. What a beautiful starting hand. The King, Queen double against Ilsy. 3-bet from Ilsy. 4-bet from Chattahuchi. Ilsy calls with a third pot behind. Comes Jack 3 deuce rainbow. Chattahuchi's in. Ilsy's in. Ilsy has King, Jack 7 and has flopped top set. By the way, this call with King, Jack 7 pre, I do not approve. But whatever. You do what you want to do. 17. Oh my god. What? Chattahuchi hits the king on the turn. Ilsy has 1 out. If this goes 2 outer for Ilsy, 1 outer for Chattahuchi, and then 1 outer for Ilsy, I might eat my microphone. It doesn't. You're safe. Chattahuchi. Oh my god. Chattahuchi then backdoors a flush. He's going to scoop. That was actually disgusting. Kind of horrible call from Ilsy pre, leaving 0.3 SPR where like have to put the money in. And Chattahuchi has him absolutely crushed. Comes Jack 3 deuce. Flops top set as Ilsy. Turns top set as Chattahuchi with 1 out to the king. Could have hit 2 queens as well. And then decided to go club. That's what's happening. Ace, King, Queen 9. This definitely should be a big pot, I expect. Doge bets, cool. 5 on a turn, not the best card. Does bet 1k. Firmino calls. Queen on the river. 2 pair for Dogecoin Maximalist. He bets pot. Firmino calls. Can Firmino just have a set of deuces here? Or like a set of 5s? Is King Queen going to be max value? Are we just going to beat King 7? Set of 5s. I just feel like King Queen going for value on this river might be a bit thin. I know the board's like completely dry, but what's Firmino supposed to have? We block the kings. Not sure. It looks like Firmino is doing pretty well against Dogecoin Maximalist here. Probably 3 bets. Yeah, this makes sense. 4 bet from Dogecoin Maximalist. I haven't seen him do that much aggression at all. Pill from Firmino. I expect we're going against double suited R's. 3, 5, 6. Pretty good flop actually for Firmino. Doge is just going to have to put it in. Yeah, ace, jack, 9, 9. Now I definitely take Firmino's hand here. Has a pair. Has lots of straight draws. Has a semi wraparound. He has the 7, 8, 9 working for him. So 4's working for him. 7s and 8s working for him. And 9s. There is only 1-9 left in the deck, but I definitely take Firmino's hand here. King on the turn makes 2 pair, but Dogecoin Maximalist does turn the nut flush draw. And he makes the nuts on the river. Firmino's hand was massive, by the way, guys. I think it's like 65-70% equity. I could check on a 5-card calculator, but I'm not sure if I'm going to. I could do. Yeah. Firmino was favourite in that spot, as you'll see on the screen now. Very close. But Firmino did have the best hand on the flop with all of those backdoors. Didn't account for the backdoor of Dogecoin Maximalist with the nut flush. But here we are. Spade on the turn. 10 on the river. And Firmino doesn't win that one either. That is pretty sick. Dopamine versus Firmino. I don't know who Dopamine is. Never seen them before. Open. Firmino with a free bet with the King, Queen, 10, 4, 3. Flat from Dopamine. Ace 4, 4. Triples for Firmino. Does go for a very small bet. Dopamine raises. Can also have Ace 4 and aces here. And it's gone click, 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 click. I mean, like, I'm not sure what's happening here, but as Firmino, I'm not overly happy with my hand. Yeah. Dopamine has Ace 4. We're just cooked. Like, when it goes bet small raise, click, click, click. Why do you think King 4 is good here? Alright, whatever. That hand is weird, man. I just don't ever think we're good there. Jazelle against Yolof. Open from Jazelle. 3-bet from Yolof with a 7-9 Queen 10. Flat from Jazelle. 9-4 deuce. Not the greatest flop in the world for Yolof, but he does have some backdoor opportunities. Does call with the 9 to a large bet. Yolof turn checks. Jazelle bets half pot. And Yolof calls with a bare 9. This is wide. Because Jazelle can just have 3-6, Ace 3, sets, and a king on the river. And are you really going to see Yolof turn his hand into a bluff here? Yes. Yes, you are. Jazelle calls. Feels like Ace 3 for Jazelle or pocket 4s. Pocket 9s, yeah. Pocket 9s makes a lot of sense. Very odd bluff there. Deuce 3, 6, 10, Queen double. Open and a 3-bet, a flat. Does flop a wrap, but the board is just 2 clubs and a diamond, so we don't have any backdoor flush draws. 4 on the turn. Dopamine's basically dead. Might turn their hand into a bluff. Does turn their hand into a bluff. Firmino calls. I feel like Firmino just calls it with like Jack 4, 5, 4 anyway. 8 on the river. Firmino's going to check. Dopamine's going to bluff it off for sure. And Firmino's just going to have a boat. This just feels like a boat. Like, when they call turn, it's just like boat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Rivered a boat with pocket 8s. But was ahead anyway and did have a king high flush draw as well. And that is the end. That is the end. And what a great way to end it with a very freaky hand. There were some weird hands in there, you know. It wasn't just your usual, like, you know, 500, 1K, 1K, 2K with Blez and Jazelle. This was a big mix of everything from 25, 50 upwards. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.